What the fuck was that? What have I just watched? Absolutely fucking pathetic. I generally don't know where to start with it, to be honest with you. All the optimism, all the talk about building from last season, a perfect end to the end of last season, and a full pre-season to prepare. And that is what Man United produced on the opening day. Hull were hungrier, they were more dedicated, they wanted it more. Hull City 2, Manchester United 0. Not Man City, not Arsenal, not Liverpool, a newly promoted Hull City side playing the very first Premier League game in 9 years. And they didn't scrape it either. We were awful. They deserved it. We had all the possession, don't get me wrong. First half, an embarrassment. United started slowly, looked uncomfortable, allowed Hull to dictate the intensity of the game first sort of 20 minutes or so, 10, 20 minutes. Then obviously comes the first goal, 17 minutes, Semi Ajayi, I think he was called. 1-0, another set piece, which obviously is a well-known, documented problem for Man United. Another scramble, another example of Manchester United looking completely incapable of dealing with the ball into the box. Surely that's a wake-up call. Surely that's a wake-up call, you'd have thought. But no, of course not, because we're Man United, and this is how we go about things. 38 minutes, Noble Mendy, 2-0, from what? Yeah, another set piece. I don't know how to stress we can't defend corners and set pieces. How can you spend an entire pre-season preparing for a Premier League campaign and come into the opening game looking like that? Vulnerable from dead balls. It should be easy. You know where it's coming from, you know your line. It's unlucky when it happened. Oh, I'm getting too worked up. It's a problem. 72% possession. What did we do with it? What did we do? That's the part that actually annoys me most. United finished with around 72% possession, which is what the midfield is literally there for. That's why we bought Tielemans. 21 shots, 6 on target, 34 open play crosses, and we scored 0. Possession means absolutely nothing. Jack shit. When you're moving the ball around without hurting anybody, slowly, sideways, backwards, outward, cross, cleared, repeat. Hull were perfectly happy to just sit back, let us have the ball, because they knew exactly what we were going to do with it. And where was the number 9? Starting Cunha as the false 9 simply just didn't work. We do have Benjamin Šeško sitting on the bench. I completely understand the reasons he didn't start. Yet we're pumping crosses into the box without a genuine centre forward attacking them. We've seen as Šeško came on, we won a lot more in the air. Fair enough, it didn't fruition into anything, but it doesn't make sense. Cunha is a quality footballer. I don't want him getting involved in the box, in the air. It's not his game. Carrying the ball, creating chances, operating in dangerous spaces. That's where Cunha is best. And even when Mbeumo switched up with him, we don't have the height, we don't have the aerial capacity to deal with that. One of the biggest strengths by asking him to lead the line in the system that ends up relying heavily on crosses is, I just don't understand why Cunha was there. And Mbeumo, you can play his bit differently, but it doesn't make sense. Midfield, Tielemans and Santos obviously need a bit of time. I'm not writing anybody off, don't get me wrong. And after one Premier League game, I'm not going to. But today, simply not good enough. We kept the ball really well. Didn't control the game in the areas that we actually needed to, like the final third. We did keep the ball a lot, but it was no intention of scoring. Having 70% possession isn't controlling a match if the opposition are just comfortable and sat back and just watching us play. Hull were organised, aggressive, knew exactly what the jobs were. United looked a bit of a collection of individuals, to be honest with you, waiting for somebody else to make something happen. Waiting for a Bruno, waiting for an Mbeumo, waiting for someone to spring up and create a chance out of nothing. Rashford came on and at least tried to change it a little bit. Rashford's introduction gave us a little bit more directness, a little bit of pace, but even then, there was no sustained period where I genuinely thought, we're definitely getting back into this. It's unacceptable. 2-0 down against a newly promoted side, and I just expect Man United to absolutely bombard them, and it just simply didn't happen. Just make Hull desperate for the final whistle to blow, Instead, Hull sat back, increasingly comfortable. To be fair, credit to Hull. Credit to Hull. The first game back in 9 years. This isn't about disrespecting Hull City at all, not without a shadow of a doubt. Props to them. They were excellent. They defended properly, competed for everything, first at every ball, sometimes second to every ball, on the second chance, you knew what I meant, and fully deserved the 3 points. Like I say, 9 years to return to the Premier League and played like a team desperate to prove they belong there in the Premier League. I mean, obviously. United played like a team that expected to win simply because they're just Man United, I think. I don't want to sort of sum it up as simply as that, but mentality gives you an incentive, but it also punishes you in the league. The most worrying part, this wasn't some freak 1-0 defeat where the goalkeeper made 15 unbelievable saves. We were beaten 2-0 and deserved to be beaten as well. Hull hadn't beaten Manchester United in the league since 1974. 1974. That's nearly as old as my mum. 52 years. And we've just handed them that moment on the opening day of the season. This is also the first time in Man United's league history we've lost on match day 1 to a newly promoted team. Another unwanted record for Man United. The records keep coming, but not the good ones that you want to see. Carrick has work to do. Let's all be honest, he does have work to do. The players have work to do. I'm not going to start screaming Carrick out because I love Michael Carrick. I love what he's doing. I love his ideas. I love his tactic awareness. But after one match, that is ridiculous. But he's absolutely fair game for criticism today. The starting setup, I don't think it worked. The false 9 didn't work. Experiment didn't work. The set piece defending was horrendous. And United looked completely devoid of ideas when Hull dropped deep. And that's been our problem for the past 10 years. When teams drop deep, we struggle to break them down. This squad has talent. Now Carrick needs to lock in and find a system that actually gets the best out of it. Because today's performance was nowhere near the standard required at all. Not even close, not even 5% off. It was 60-70% off what we want to see and what we usually see. Full time, Hull City 2, Manchester United 0, possession 72, shots 21, but the most important fact of the day, goals none, points none. What can Carrick do to rectify this? Something needs to happen, simple as that. Come on the Reds, drop a like, comment and subscribe on this. A review for every single game this season and an honest opinion and from the heart. Love yous, in a bit.